Okay, welcome back to another edition of the Hicksey podcast. This will be episode number 33 and episode 4 of the Corona Chronicles. Just wanted to give all of you a quick shout out for all the support on our last video, or only within day one of this being released, and almost up to 100 views, Dave. What the heck, man? It's almost like we're popular or something now.
I know. No one has anything else better to do, so I really appreciate that, though, honestly. I really do.
Yes, without you guys, we are just a bunch of dudes talking, right?
Exactly.
So another edition here. We got Dave, we got Joe Kmetz, as usual, the recurring guest of the Corona Chronicles, and we welcome on our good friend Joe Shea. So, Joe, what is up, buddy?
What's going on, man? Glad to be here.
How is this coronavirus treating you, man?
I mean, dude, it's like the same for everyone, you know. You just gotta stay at your house and shit. It's just brutal, kind of.
Well, we talked about this in our first Corona Chronicles episode. How exactly when did you get out of school, and when did you really start getting nervous about the whole thing?
Dude, it was insane. So it was like it was the week before our spring break was supposed to start, and that whole week went by, heard nothing, and then finally on Wednesday there was talks of them having a meeting about what they were going to do in regards to like closing school, how long they were going to do it, blah blah blah. So we didn't hear anything. I wake up for class on Friday, and there's an email, and one of my friends in a group chat sent a screenshot of it, so I didn't have to really look for it. But 9 a.m. they announced it on the day that we were supposed to leave for break, so it was like all hell broke loose. And yeah, kind of got screwed. I had to go back up 2 times to get my stuff. It wasn't ideal what they did, but I mean, this whole thing is kind of like you just gotta adapt as time goes on. So,
damn. Joe Kmetz, do you have any updates on what's going on with the virus? Because you've been kind of our virus guy.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw the videos and pictures coming out of New York City. Starting a lot of dead bodies piling up. They're having to load them up in refrigerated vans, and they're just sending them out. They're like makeshift morgues.
No way.
It's bad.
Oh my God.
First of all, happy to be on here for your guys' Isaac Negron episode 33. Very excited. But yeah, no, it's it just stuff like this is inevitable. It's gonna keep happening. You guys, Matt, you were talking to me before the show. You got one of the topics I want to talk about is all the stuff coming out of China about how they're handling this, and I'll talk more about that later. But
dude, they're sending they're sending out defective shit. Like they're sending out fucking defective masks, defective tests. Like that's all.
They didn't want to start a war. They just didn't want a war or something. Because I mean, that the way they're making it.
It's laughable how stupid they are with this whole thing.
Well, Trump has been pretty tough on them since he's been president, so this could easily be a sort of a situation like giving him a warning shot. It's like, hey, you can't, don't fuck with us, because they are a powerful country. There's no doubt about it. But
they're a stupid country too.
Stupid country.
It's. Again, why wouldn't you tell people when there's a virus outbreak in your country before it spreads all over? Why do you allow people to leave the country when there's a virus outbreak? And now look, it's all over the world now. It's
communism, Dave. They're communists. They're idiots. They're stupid.
I guess so. I guess that's what communism
does.
Don't
believe anything good coming out of China.
Yeah,
that's the one thing I've learned.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything they say, even they claim now everything is sort of leveled over there, but I still don't believe that. I still think things are still going on.
Joe and I were talking about this on Friday. We went up to High Rock and we were talking about this. On paper, yeah, the U.S. has the most recorded cases in the world. But if you look at the death numbers, dude, China and Italy have 8, 9, 10 times the amount of deaths we have in America. So it's clearly a lot worse over there than it is here. It's still bad here. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say it's good by any sense of the word.
The U.S. is also testing everyone that's symptomatic.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. The number is just going to go up and up as you test more people, obviously. But like, bros, like it got really close to home today with the
Yeah.
movie we heard earlier, man. That
Oh,
shit.
oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, no, it's every day I get, in the beginning I wasn't scared at all because I was like, whatever. But like as the day goes on now, I'm actually like starting to freak out more. I'm actually like, more paranoid. Like I'm actually washing my hands like 7 times a
You're
day.
just
Like,
starting to do that nowadays. Thanks.
well,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're too late,
hey,
buddy.
I'm
Thanks,
a
buddy.
germaphobe. I'm a germaphobe, so I wash my hands every time. But I'm starting to like I feel like the pigment on my skin is about to fall off if I wash my hand anymore. Like it's getting bad now. Like, dude, I'm freaking out. I'm like,
Get a pigment.
like I said, I'm not nervous, like I said, because I've survived worse. I've survived malaria. I've survived cholera. I've
Yeah,
survived
you've had it all, kid.
all the other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not worried about. I'm just worried about my family. That's about it, because they're older. They have their weaker immune systems, So,
Dude, I mean, I'm not like worried about it, but it's just like, how long is this thing gonna go on for?
yeah.
You know?
Well, I was watching the news today. Trump said it's going to be a very, very difficult next 2 weeks, and then he
Dude.
says hopefully after those 2 weeks you'll start seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. And looking at all the projected graphs and stuff, it looks like it'll peak within those 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
hopefully by June, August, that's when it goes down to like just very sporadic, isolated cases at that point.
Yeah, and then I saw in the news today someone said that like the whole month of April is gonna be like the toughest month of this whole thing, which I mean, not looking forward to that. April's when like the weather starts to get,
Warmer.
really-
Yeah, I know.
that's when all like the fun shit starts to happen. So I mean, if we're locked in our houses for all that, then that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm just kind of in looking ahead mode. I'm looking forward to, when this is all over and we can all finally hang out. Dude, the first time I'm able to hang out with people, it's gonna be amazing.
Oh, it's gonna
You
be.
can-
Dude, there are gonna be so many
Yeah.
parties. There are gonna be so many like nuts things happening. Like, I can't wait. I cannot
You hear
wait.
that, Carter? You hear that, Frenchie? If we're coming over the day this quarantine's lifted.
Dude, but, like,
Monopoly night, Monopoly, casino night, Corona edition. Can't
yeah,
wait.
dude, the thing is though, like, how far, like, you can obviously look ahead, but like when we talk about like actual shit resuming, like
Oh,
NHL,
yeah, exactly.
NBA, MLB, like you can't look ahead to those things because you have no idea when they're gonna come back.
Even
Yeah.
if they're open, like people are still gonna be hesitant to go to like, whatever, because again, you don't know if it's gone away completely. So people will still be freaking out. It's gonna take a long time before you're gonna start seeing stadiums fill up and stuff like that. Because I'd be panicking if I'd be still worried if I'm going outside. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. They claim it's gone, but again, you don't know. So that's the thing. I'd stay.
That's definitely a possibility, but I think the more likely thing that's gonna happen after this is there's gonna be like you're gonna see everyone just rushing to just go places right now. Like
Oh my gosh.
travel's gonna go up, like just like airlines are gonna make so much money, cruise lines are gonna make so much money, like
Oh yeah, for sure.
all these places where you can book travel, like
In
all
restaurants,
the
think
pro
about
sports games,
restaurants.
dude. Oh my gosh,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Once
Everything.
those things open, I mean, it's going to be absolutely like you're not going to be able to get into a place because it's going to be so freaking busy.
100%.
Yeah, glad I don't work at a restaurant. So let's go.
Been there, done that, Dave?
Yep, it was not fun. Done it
No,
twice.
Dave, I remember I was working with you. It was not fun.
Yep, good times.
Dave, tell me the best story you got from working back at the Pies and Pint days. You and Joe.
That godforsaken restaurant.
When Joe would drop me off and when Joe was picking me back up to go home, those were the best times I had. I gotta be honest with you, because for the most part there, my job was basically just stand there and like just wipe down a busser basically. So that's just what I would do.
That's what we were. Dave would work in the dining room. I would work in the bar area.
Yeah.
They were smart enough to start, putting us on the same nights because we live, like right next door to each other, basically.
Yeah. But still,
that
it was.
sucked.
Oh, dude.
How
especially
is that
the
place?
late nights.
It's out of business.
Really?
Yeah, it's a new restaurant now. It's called Bistro 143, and it's still owned by the same people, but the Pies and Pints doing so bad because it's in Oxford. My dad inspects them all the time. And they were doing so bad. They switched the name, tried to switch the menu. It's doing even worse now.
Really?
They're about to go at that.
Nice.
They're about to close that, branch of it. But the good ones up in Middlebury, that's the profitable one. It's like right by Lake Quasi, like Quassipog, Lake Quasi, the amusement park. We pass it all the time, Joe, on the summer when we go up there.
Dude, there's just nothing in fucking Oxford.
That one lot in particular, I feel like there's a different restaurant there. Like every couple years, there's a different restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. That one at the bottom of the hill, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about where like the Shinjets and Subway and all that stuff is? You're talking about that place?
It's where you used to work.
Yeah, they were talking about.
Oh no. Okay.
That place.
I wasn't combining things together here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm shot, dude. I am shot. So, staying home for this long is just it messes with your brain, guys. So you can't blame me for this one.
No, but the only place in Oxford that's actually a draw is that plaza with Five Guys and all that shit. Like, that plaza is nice, and then just everywhere else in Oxford is like fucking barns.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, Matthews Park.
Well, that's the thing. How do you get into Matthews Park through Beacon Falls?
Yeah. All right. Point Joe Kmetz. All right. Online classes, Joe. How are you liking that? How are you liking those so far?
Dude, oh man.
No.
Where do I start? All right, so far fine.
Okay.
I haven't had any tests yet or anything like that. I actually did an essay today, but that's been my first big assignment. It just kind of feels pointless.
Yes, it feels. I'll let you finish it up before I was just gonna say something.
No, I mean it just you're not learning it how you are when you're at school, obviously. And it just feels like you just are doing the homework without doing anything else, and still getting grades for it, I guess. And it's easier, but it's also more complicated than it needs to be. So it sucks at the same time. It's just weird. It's not a good weird, but definitely weird experience.
Yeah, because Joe, like you said, I saw this on Twitter. It was like this online semester feels very optional, even though it's not optional.
Dude, every day it feels fucking optional. I don't start doing schoolwork until at least 3 p.m. I'm just I wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
8 and I just do my thing. I work out and I'll eat a couple meals, and then play some PlayStation, and then 3 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, all right, maybe I'll go online and look at what I have to do. And then I either do some of it and then go back to, playing PlayStation or eating or something like that. And then it's crazy. There's no obviously you have due dates, but there's no you don't have to
incentive.
It.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's definitely, dude, there's no incentive right now. I have no reason to do any of this shit. Obviously I do have a reason, but it doesn't feel like I have one. I feel like I'm just at home on break,
Yeah. Oh, for me, I have a math class, and she's supposed to teach stuff on there. But first of all, her, I don't know if it's her internet or whatever, but everything is laggy. I have not learned anything because she's not it's you're not having that one-on-one experience. And if I have a question, I can't really I can't have a because when I have questions like that, I usually go up to her and ask her whatever. I can't do that anymore. So I'm really behind on my math stuff, especially my math stuff. I can't, just it's not good for me. I don't like it one bit.
I only had one class that actually meets via FaceTime. It's the Zoom thing that pretty much everyone's doing.
Yeah.
Well, I only have one class that's like that, and then all my other classes, the teachers are either posting videos from YouTube to teach us, or they're videotaping their lectures. And one of my teachers, she doesn't even use our online the online platform that there is for posting shit, posting the assignments when they're doing everything, because she's old as fuck. So she's having her fucking problems with that and shit. It's just not good.
Yeah, well, Jason had his first Zoom class the other day. It was a science class, and his teacher started crying. his teacher got super emotional, I guess, about coronavirus. So he just started straight up crying. So
Bro.
I would have just logged
He's like,
off, dude.
guys, class is dismissed. Just watch the notes. I gotta go.
Why is she crying over it, man?
It was a guy. It was a guy.
Oh, why is she
That's
crying?
that's even
Oh,
funny.
that's even worse.
Unless obviously something bad happened to one of his
Well,
family
yeah,
members, which
you
we
know
don't
what?
wish
Yeah,
for.
that's fair. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. But still.
Jason just said he was being extra. Like he was.
Dude,
That's just how he is.
like, no, he definitely was just like, "Fuck this! I don't want to do class today."
You know what? Yeah.
Some shit.
That too, because I don't blame him. I have a lot of another my anatomy teacher too. He's pretty old, and I mean he's struggling. We figured out a system of how to learn our stuff and stuff like that, but like he struggled. He spent like 4 weeks trying to figure out this thing, like try to figure out the online stuff. And he's pretty old, so like I feel bad for those teachers, the older ones especially.
Because like for me, 4 of my 5 classes I have to actually be on the computer for at the scheduled time. 2 of those classes are 8 a.m.s, and I turn on my computer, turn off my webcam, and sleep and just have it on. Because what am I going to do when she's sitting there? I'm like, and if we're doing a group activity, someone in the class texts me like, "Yo, Joe, wake up." I'm like, "All right, I'm up." But it's like pointless doing this. Like today I had my first online like actual test. And for this, it's called the Respondus. It's a lockdown browser, but it also uses your webcam. So I had to record myself taking tests. And so what you have to do is you have to show your environment, show them around the room, but it also records the sound. So if there's a loud sound, it flags it, right, as like potential cheating. So I'm sitting, it was like 2 o'clock I took the test. My brother's downstairs playing 2K. He's screaming at his friend David Martins. He's like, "David, what are you doing? He's 93 overall. You can't guard him." No, they're screaming, fighting. I'm trying to take this test. I'm like, oh my gosh. And like you could see in the corner, like every time it like registers cheating, it was lighting up. I'm like, he's gonna think this is cheating. Because I don't know if she gets to see the video, but like she gets all the flags for the like potential cheating. I'm like, this is great. This is gonna be awesome.
Dude, that's like the opposite of what my teachers have done. They literally just took out like finals. They said our final exam was now optional, and it was if you have like a bad test grade, and
that's how it should be.
And then like our tests are just timed so that it's like harder to cheat. But like you can still, if you're prepared, like a page of notes or something from like the material you learn, like you can easily write that down, just look, have the answers, and it won't take any effort to cheat. But like the tests are like 45 minutes, I think, limited time. And you'll like obviously
45 minutes. 45 minutes is enough time where you can like get a group of kids from your class, get a group FaceTime set up ahead of time, and by the time it starts, you guys can like work on it together.
100%.
It's I mean, it's definitely probably the most interesting time I think any, basically all colleges has had to go through. So many teachers, especially the ones that, I mean, some teachers is probably pretty easy because a lot of their stuff was already online. So it was just easy for them to just keep posting what they do online. But for some teachers, like I had one teacher, all her stuff was paper. Like she handed out, she did handouts. She didn't do anything online. So she had to get all her stuff, scan all of it in over spring break. And I just feel bad for the professors. It's a very
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Especially like the older ones, because they don't know the stuff. So it's more tedious for them.
This is really a problem with like the public schools though, like the high school kids and the middle school kids. Like,
are they going to stay in the school until? Do they have a deadline as far as how long they can?
They like if they do end up like going back eventually, the deadline is June 30th. But I don't think they're gonna go back for the rest of the year.
I hope those kids can walk, man. I really do. I mean, I feel
it's not looking like it.
At the very least.
I think by June their prom's shot. There's no way they're gonna have their prom.
I think spring sports.
Even if they do something in July,
actually, you know what I think they should do for spring sports? In all honesty, you take every team. You don't have a regular season, which I know sounds a little weird. You take every team that does sports for all the team sports, like baseball and softball, where this only applies for.
How do you rank them though?
Do off of last season's rankings. I don't know how you would do it, or do like a lottery. That's because that's the only way. Like you have every team. Even if there's 40 teams, you have a couple of playing games. Like you get like people who vote around the state because there's like Game Time CT. They do a media poll. Like I know it sounds dumb, but have them almost be like a selection committee, seed 1 through 30 or whatever, and they just have them play one massive tournament to see who the state champ would be. That's the only thing I can think of for something like this.
Or if it gets started, like if they start school back up in May, there's no reason why they can't start the season again, and they could play in the summer too. Like one of my cousins lives in Florida, and they get out of school in the first week of May because they have no like snow days or anything, and they go back.
Oh, yeah.
They've just been on that like schedule, and he also goes to a Catholic school, so he doesn't have to do 180 days like we used to have to do. But and like he plays into the summer every year, so like there's no reason why we can't do that here. And even here, some kids have done it. So
I mean, it's something.
Yeah, better than nothing. Better than
It's not. It's not the same, obviously, but it would be something.
I just feel bad for, especially if you can't walk, the prom thing, because I know a lot of people look forward to the prom.
dude, imagine the girls who have already bought dresses.
Rip them.
Low $800.
That's why, like I was saying, like Michael, like not that he would give a shit about this because he's like every other guy with prom, like oh fuck it.
Yeah.
But he was saying, like I was saying, like the girls, if they really want to have like a prom, just find whoever has the biggest house and just have like dress up and just like have like a party or something.
You know
Like,
Take
you know what I
pictures.
mean?
That's really what it's all about.
Yeah, just take the
Honestly,
pictures.
it's the pictures. Yeah.
Have someone just grill for you all night and then just hang out, have your prom.
You know what, Joe? That's actually a really good idea. I think they should do that. If this thing goes away and you can't really go back to school, whatever, just do that. I don't know how they're gonna walk for the graduation, but whatever. I don't know.
Now they could figure that out.
Yeah,
That's
well,
all.
They're not going back.
they're getting their virtual what do you call it? High school diplomas.
Yeah.
You wear like an Oculus, you get like the whole experience.
Press X to walk.
Press X to walk.
Dude, the deadline for like this whole social distancing garbage is already extended to April, and like, bro, it's just gonna.
It's not like it's gonna go from social distancing to like everyone get together in crowds of 1,000. It's gonna be like they're gonna like go back up to 30, and then it'll go up to 50, and then hopefully by the
sports games start again, like they're not gonna have fans right away.
Well, I read today, this is an update, an MLB writer wrote this, the Blue Jays, they've canceled all events at their stadium until the end of June.
Wow, bro.
And Major League Baseball said they will not start the season until every single one of the teams, like everything is cleared as far as social distancing and all that concerned. So we might not have opening day until come July.
Wow.
And that's the one problem with like, MLB, NHL, and the NBA. You have teams now in 2 different countries. And one thing about Canada, it didn't hit there as soon as it did in the US. I'm making this up. Like it was like maybe a week or 2 off.
They had it isolated for a little while and then spiraled out of control.
Yeah, Canada closed the fuck out of their borders once we started fucking this shit up.
Dude, we should have done that. Like the moment we found out about this.
I mean, Trump did like suspend all travel before.
Yeah, but it was too late.
It was too late. Yeah.
Yeah. It was before any warnings were put out by like any experts. He just like stopped it once he heard about this shit. But yeah,
well, I'll give credit to the West Coast, the states out in the West Coast, because they actually got ahead of it. They got ahead of it before New York, before Connecticut.
New York fucking horrible.
California and Washington, they shut stuff down. And I was just watching today. They had a press conference at the White House, and basically they were saying, because of how proactive they've been.
Hi, Kelvin.
What's up, Kelvin?
Hey.
You want to say something, Kelvin, real quick?
Yeah, I want to say something, Kelvin, really quick.
Quick shout out.
Say something. Talking about put your earbuds in.
Wait. All right.
Father and his son.
No. What's up, fellas?
Hey, Kelvin. What's up, bro?
Kelvin, you want to get a couple shout outs in? Couple shout outs to the boys?
No.
Oh.
No.
Listen, I'll be real. This is my first real experience podcasting. so I have no idea what to do.
Kelvin, how is this quarantine affecting you, bro?
Bro, I am bored out of my mind, man. That's
Bro,
the biggest thing.
lifting got canceled. That was
Oh
horrible.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's the worst. That's probably one of the worst things. That and track being canceled too.
Nope, 2 years in a row now.
Yeah, dude, this is that's pretty much like track was the only thing I was looking forward to the rest of the year, and now that got taken away from me, I don't really care like that.
All jokes aside, I still am the defending 221 and up champion for the NBL.
Yeah, no, so you're probably
Kind of a big deal, I know.
you're good. You're gonna keep that for a while because I don't think any other like grade that's gonna come is gonna be anywhere near like they're not gonna have anyone like you. So
Well, no, I was like, and still Woodland, we're still the defending weightlifting champs.
yeah, so that's good. It's kind of a good thing we well, not a good thing, but you know.
We have a dynasty going, boys.
Yeah, we do. Let's keep this
3
going.
years in a row.
baby.
We have a three-peat going, technically.
All right, David's here. He's gonna take over.
All right, Kelvin. Thank you for
Thanks,
joining the
man.
podcast.
Later, Kelvin.
You know what, guys? I was trying
Hey,
to
did
use
you
the bathroom.
change?
What? No, I was trying to use the bathroom.
Oh, I swear, I thought you changed.
Oh, how would I change? No. No, I have to use the bathroom. I called Kelvin to come just take over really quick so I could use the bathroom. I thought that was going to be smooth, but
What a surprise. Dave had to go to the bathroom.
I see my bladder is just not what it used to be. You know, I'm getting old. It's getting 21. You
Yeah.
know, I'm an
You
old
went
man
over
now.
the hump.
Yeah, Dave.
But
Dave,
So
dude,
what were we talking about? We lost
The
track.
Blue Jays.
Oh, Blue Jays,
suspended
yeah.
till
Blue
the
Jays.
31st. And then we
Great.
went into Canada, shutting down borders, and then Calvary shut up.
Yeah, that's right. I was giving a quick shout out to all my West Coast boys out there who got ahead of it, shut it down, and looking at statistics over there, they've been able to kind of they've gone against the grain as far as like what the projections were, and they've been staying below it because they were so proactive in quarantining. And Joe, you've said it since really day one. The only way you're gonna be able to shut this thing down is to almost do like a martial law kind of thing for just maybe at least 2 weeks until it all kind of starts slowing down.
Yeah, I mean, because that's all you can really do. Like, as much as it's going to suck.
no, without a shadow of a doubt, dude.
Yeah, I thought you were going to have a question, Dave, but
Oh no.
yeah, with the only way you're going to shut this down is if, like, they're doing this in Hawaii, actually. They're
Oh.
actually, like, arresting people if they see them outside of their houses.
Dude, you know
Or
why?
outside their property.
You know why it spread to Hawaii and like Alaska so fast? Because
Travel.
people from the West Coast were fleeing the U.S. because of this and going to fucking Hawaii to
They're
escape.
New Yorkers, dude. The people
Bring
who
it
live in New
there.
York City are doing the same thing with Connecticut. They're going up to Litchfield
Ridiculous.
County and
But like all
the
of the
Northeastern
people, like a lot of the people who live in Fairfield, they work in
New York.
York.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just like
It's you're not really helping anything. You're just spreading it around quicker.
the
So-
whole tri-state area is just like a melting pot for this thing, honestly.
Fuck.
We're right in the middle of it too. It sucks.
Our county is the county that's spreading the fastest in the entire state, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because that's a thing. Because it started obviously in Fairfield County, because that's the one bordering New York, and then it just started moving up and up. And besides Hartford, it made a steady like sweep. But because honestly, a lot of the cases are coming out of New Haven. I have a cough now because of allergies. But now I'm, like my dad was even saying too, like people that have allergies, dude, like me, eventually I'm going to start showing some symptoms that are similar to coronavirus, and eventually it's going to be like, oh, all right,
No.
maybe.
Oh
But
no,
dude,
Joe, you can't go outside.
Dude, more and more studies, dude, are showing the biggest symptom, and my dad was telling this to me, loss of taste and smell. I'm telling you, dude, if you can't smell or taste, get tested.
I'm good.
I'm not talking like a little bit. I'm talking like over a prolonged period of
Yeah.
time.
No, that makes sense. Honestly, this thing needs to the whole Chinese wet market thing that needs to be shut down completely
I think
because
they made some laws about that after this whole thing.
honestly, in the future, like if they don't stop this thing, more viruses from different animals, different species could just kind of come to fruition and affect the entire human race, like what's happening right now. So they got to shut that thing completely down because it's. First of all, I mean, I don't really see why we want to try different animals besides, the regular thing. I don't see what is appealing in bats. Like, what do you find that's like, oh wow, I gotta have this bat suit or whatever.
Dave, they have to eat it because they're so poor because the government doesn't give them any money.
You know what? Yeah, true.
It's true.
But still, I I still just I don't know, man.
They need an FDA.
Yeah.
For sure.
They
They don't
just
have
stop
any-
being communist. I think
Yeah.
that's the first step.
Yeah.
That'll never happen in our
Yeah,
lifetime.
exactly.
But man.
All right. Let's move on from this coronavirus. And we've been
Yeah,
talking about, I
definitely.
feel like, a little too long. Have you guys been binge watching any shows over this quarantine period?
I've been watching a lot of movies, not really. Obviously, like when I'm not doing anything, like when I'm just like hanging out on my phone, I'll put on The Office. But I stopped with The Office because I watched like a million times. So right now, I'm just like having How I Met Your Mother on in the background. Great show if you haven't watched it. But one movie I recommend, Outbreak. Is it Outbreak? I watched it the other day. It was like came out in the 90s, and it's like a deadly virus, like, and it's like how they stopped the outbreak. It's a pretty good
Is
movie.
that the one with Morgan Freeman?
Yes, Morgan Freeman's in that one.
I saw that on Netflix. They're having all the apocalypse movies on Netflix.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm telling you,
Oh, that's
Outbreak's
funny.
a good movie.
It's
That's
mad.
a good movie.
I don't think that's a good time to have it, but hey, it is what it is.
Dude, it's 100% a good time to have it.
Well, it's
like-
still going to spread the masses. I don't know. People still.
I wanted to watch I Am Legend the other day. I was like feeling it. I'm like, dude, let's fucking do it. I want to watch I Am Legend because this is literally what it's like, dude. It feels like we're in a movie right now, but
Yeah.
no, I haven't been binge watching anything though, but I did spend like $200 on PlayStation games and I've been grinding
PlayStation. Yeah.
Dude, so much NHL 20, man. So much NHL 20.
Good game.
What about you, Matt?
Basically, I've been I'm still going to work too, so I've been busy at work. Getting a lot out.
Dude, how's that been?
Huh?
How's work been?
Oh, it sucks. I'll get to more at the end. I'll let you guys know like what the situation is there. But yeah, it sucks. And I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Madden too. I've been playing a lot of NHL. So yeah. What about you, Dave? Anything in particular?
Oh, I've been watching
Trailer Park Boys.
Of course, it's the greatest show of all time.
So listen, this other day, Dave and I were talking on FaceTime, and all of a sudden, Dave breaks out this Canadian accent.
Yeah, so, Dave, you
which
don't
Joe hates, by the way. I know.
Because Dave, I forget what it was. I think it was over spring break whenever we went bowling, and Dave's just like saying like car, like cur, and like saying all this. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, he's like, let's go. Well, Joe, I watch Trailer Park Boys.
What are you talking about?
You gotta get in the culture to understand the show, Joe. That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it, man.
Dave, I watch The Office all the time, but you don't see me start to talk like Kevin Malone from The Office.
It's not even my fault. It just kind of happens though. After watching it for like the 7th time in a row now, I just kind of comes second nature.
Gabe got you hooked, bro.
I know. It's just so honestly, that show and Sunny in Philadelphia are the only shows that they kind of conjure up some kind of emotions in me, for the most part. You know.
Right, Go ahead, Dave.
Dave's a dead man.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm fine. I guess I'm yelling too loud.
Well, another special guest from the Aselfi household.
I saw Dave like this. I was like,
"Uh-oh!" I thought we were just gonna get a Vivian appearance on the Hicksey podcast. That would have been a first.
Soon though. Sometime soon. That'd be something else. Oh yeah.
All right. We're gonna end this thing like we do with all the rest of our shows so far. We'll be doing our what we like, what we hate. Basically, we say one thing we like, one thing we hate, and we discuss it. So anyone want to start?
No, guest first. So let Joe Shea go.
Joe,
obviously, Joe wasn't prepared, so Joe can't go.
Dave, it's your turn technically.
Say that again, Joe.
I said I can go off the dome if you need me to, but if one of you guys wants to go first, then
how about Dave goes first? Because Dave.
I gotta think because I don't.
Dave, you were all excited 2 shows ago to bring this up as your new topic. Well, and now you're unprepared.
See, that's the thing, though. I'm not unprepared. I just don't know because there's a lot of good things, a lot of bad things I got to choose from. And I got
a good one.
Sorry, there you go.
One thing I like, ESPN officially announcing they're moving up the Michael Jordan documentary to April 17th.
I did see that. Yeah.
The 10-part 30 for 30. It's going to be amazing. And they're doing 2 episodes like a night once a week. So that'll give us something to watch for the first time in, over a month. And the NFL draft is still going on as scheduled, so that's good. Also, Joe, a thing I know you'll like because you're a big. I see you're wearing your Bruins hat right now. Dave wants to get into hockey.
Dave wants to
Yeah.
get into hockey.
I want
Yes.
to get into hockey. Yep. So Matt's gonna
If
hopefully.
there's any hockey to watch, I would tell you to watch it. But
You know what? I might just go back and just watch. I'll watch a couple of stuff from the past. I know a good hockey player. What's his name? Wayne Gretzky. I'm gonna go back and watch a couple of his stuff.
There you
and
go.
see how-
Yeah.
I heard a lot of good things about him. He's a lot of like pop culture references or whatever. So I want to go back see what he's about, and do that. Yeah. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. What do you hate, Joe? What are the things you hate?
See, I didn't have a thing for a thing I disliked. I was hoping to come up with that, but I hate. I don't know this not the podcast. This, but just I hate school. I hate I hate.
dude, there's
I hate online
nothing else
classes.
to hate right now.
It's kind of I'm kind of running out of stuff to hate. I'm hating the fact that doing nothing. Or no, okay, no. You know what? One thing I'm hating and I'm kicking myself for. Every day that goes by of not hanging out with a group of people. The times that I have been like, you know what? I'm just gonna hang out tonight by myself. Even though those times are fun, I'm sitting out. I'm like,
Again.
I would do such illegal things right now to have like a big hangout with everyone.
Definitely.
Oh, for sure.
I got something actually that I thought of just now.
All right.
Dude, all these celebrities going on like TV shows and shit talking about how they're dealing with this, and like, dude, it's like no one cares how a millionaire is doing right now.
No.
Exactly.
No one wants to hear like Kim Kardashian was talking today. Like, why the fuck does anyone care about how Kim Kardashian is coping with coronavirus?
We were talking about her the other day. We were talking about because of the whole Taylor Swift thing that came back up or whatever. And I'm like, everything she does is so fake. Everything I feel is so calculated that it's, I mean, she that whole family is just really the worst.
Her body is 90% fucking silicone anyway. She probably get coronavirus, so who gives a fuck? But,
all right, so you got to say one thing you like now.
Oh man, one thing I like. Wow. There's not too much going on, man. That's too like, But damn.
All right, we'll come back to you. Dave, you're up.
All right. So okay, so things I hate. Oh my God. Okay, no, I'm gonna go with things. I'm gonna go with things I like. Hold on. I guess it's really hard, Joe. I mean, because I've been cooped up inside the house for so long. I've not really experienced anything I kind of hate and I kind of like now. Because, I guess I like, I've been getting a lot more into drumming now. I'm trying to learn some jazz, some jazz groups and stuff like that. Trying to improve my drumming, trying to get better. So just summertime could have gigs and stuff like that. So that's I'm trying to get better for that. Things I hate. Man. Come back to me on that one too.
All right, I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Master.
All right, so one thing I like, I've been watching the OG Marvel movie reruns on FX. Watched Spider-Man today, like the OG Spider-Man, and just like, I don't know, watching those, it's just a different feeling than the End Games and all those that have come out. Just a different feel. The CGI was just starting off, and it really took me back to when I was a kid, just watching the superhero movies for the first time, and
the nostalgia just hit you, right?
The nostalgia really hit me, yeah. So had a great time watching those. So that's one thing I like. One thing I hate. I have now, as I mentioned earlier, I work at a supermarket. So now I am everyone's. When are the paper towels coming in? When's the toilet paper coming in? Hey, can you get me? Can you put aside for me some disinfecting spray and wipes and all that? It's ridiculous. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I had someone text me today. I didn't have them as a contact. Hey Matt, your mom dropped me off some disinfecting spray. Like, you wanna get me some? I'm like, who
are you?
Who are you? Like, hi. Yeah, I mean, I'll put some aside for you, but like, it's constant, and I don't know, man. And then people, I mean, even I mean, I know I say it's just like, the close people with me, but it's at the store too. Everyone's like coming up to me. So when's your truck coming in for toilet paper? And I'm like, honest to God, and this is the honest answer. For anyone who's wondering, we don't know, because the warehouse they can't keep up with the amount of supply, the amount of orders they're getting in. So they're limited. They're shorting us every single time for as much, like, all the toilet paper we can get, all the paper towels we can get, because they just can't keep up with it. It's like I can give them like a time frame. Like, I know we have trucks coming Monday, we have a couple coming Thursday sometimes, but it's really a guessing game. And looking at the other stores, I went to 5 stores today looking for just some paper towels and nothing. So
Did you go to BJ's?
did not go to BJ's because I did not have my BJ's wholesale card. So
Dave, trust me, you don't, because my dad was there today. There was nothing there. But
Really?
yeah,
No,
my
because
dad
usually
went this
on
morning.
Fridays and Saturdays, we have some toilet paper, like a limited amount, but then we let the old people, because what we're doing now is we're letting the old people go in first to buy their stuff because they're older for the most
they
part.
take it all.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's true. That's true. I mean, but like we still have a couple left, and then once we let the normal people come in, it's like in 5 seconds, it's all gone. So but we do have not toilet paper, paper towels and stuff like that. So if you want something on the weekends, try to stop there if you can and get some. Shout out BJ's. Go there,
Oh,
get your
trust
stuff.
me, my dad stocked this place up like a doomsday shelter 2 weeks before I was even home from spring break. So I'm fine right now.
That's
Yep.
good. That's good.
I could survive a small war if I had to in this house. Not obviously an attack, but if I had to hunker down in here, I could survive for a little while.
For real, bro. For real.
Yeah.
But
All right, Joe. Back to the thing you hate, Joe Shea.
No, it's the one thing he likes.
Oh, sorry.
one thing I like right now, I got it. Home gym setup right now. Loving it.
Gym, I just saw that. Yeah.
I'm loving it, man. Freaking loving it. It's like complete isolation. I have no excuse not to work out. I have no distractions. I just go out there, do my own thing. I got no one to fucking wait to finish their set for. Like, none of that shit, dude. I just got go out there, fucking rip it, finish
So
up.
how did that all, like, how did that work out? Like,
So I bought a lot of the stuff. Like, I bought the rack that I have and everything, and like I bought the weights. And then the guy who I train with for like speed and agility stuff like that, he has a gym, and he let me have like a bunch of his stuff. Like, he let me have another bar, he let me have a couple plates of his, he let me take some dumbbells. So like I've got enough stuff. Like, I have a plyo box too. Like, he let me take like everything that I wanted or needed. So now I just got everything I don't need. Like, if I could keep this stuff after this whole thing went away, I would never have to go to the gym again.
Yeah,
So-
I've actually been watching a bunch of his videos for so I'm trying to get faster. So I'm watching
Yeah.
a bunch of his things he posts on Instagram, and I've been trying them out, and they've been destroying me severely, man. Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, he knows what he's doing, man. For
Yeah.
real. For real.
He kills me every time.
Yep.
As for me, things I like right now, I just had it in my head. I mean, I guess I guess one thing right now is I'm home more often now, so the things I've been wanting to do for the longest time that I didn't have a chance to do, I've been banging them out. So trying to get rid of a bunch of stuff in the basement, make it organize it, make it nicer and all that stuff. Just been organizing outside, trying to get ready for the summertime too. And organizing the room and everything, the whole house. I'm trying to, so I guess that's the benefit of staying home for a very long time. I can't complain there. So yeah, that's the thing I like. So
all right,
Sound good?
all right, that sounds good, guys. Another podcast in the books. Just 10:15 now on a Tuesday here.
Yes,
We're
sir.
hunkering down for the end of
the world.
Yeah, basically the end of the world, right? So thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. More on the way coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Stay safe, guys. We'll see you.
Stay safe.
Peace out.
See everyone.